Odd Conduit Media.
What's it gonna be?
You are now listening to the
Hyrule Podcasters! Rumble, rumble. Happy 2023 to all of you colorful, wonderful Zelda fans out there. Welcome to another year of the
Hyrule Podcasters!
podcast of the Windfish.
I'm your co-host, Pat.
And I'm your co-host, Ben.
On this Let's Play, we venture through each game in Nintendo's Zelda franchise.
You got that right. We're pretty practiced gamers, but we're not experts or purists. We're just experiencing each game start to finish.
And this season, we're playing Link's Awakening DX. DXXX. Never gets old. How you doing, brother?
I am great. How are you?
Really good. Really good. I just got off 6 days in a row of working my new job.
Working. He's a working boy.
I'm a working boy doing estate sales again, like I was doing during my COVID stay in Ohio. And it's going pretty good. Found some video games. This lady that passed away, she was so cool. She has a gaming computer.
Yep.
She has tons of laptops and tablets. She had a PS2 in her bedroom.
Amazing.
A PS3 in her living room. And a PS4 in her basement home theater. Enormous television.
Where do you think the PS5 is? That's the big question. Where's the PS5?
I know that like her nieces and nephews or something came and got some of the stuff out of the house. And
Smart.
like I know that there's like a brand new laptop that isn't there anymore. And so they got some of the like, so I'm assuming that's where the PS5, but I think it might have been an Xbox 5. I think she might have made the change to Xbox.
Nice.
Do you have any Xboxes? You got any PlayStations?
I have my buddy's old PS4.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
what had happened is we were going to play Elden Ring together. And the idea was that we were going to play the same campaign and we were just going to play at each other's houses on his PS4 and just kind of bring the PS4, back and forth between the two houses. Well, his partner ended up surprising him and getting him a PS5. And so I have his old PS4, which he has signed into. So I have access to all of the digital games he has ever bought. I just can't play online because you can be signed into two, but you can't play online on a PS4 and a PS5 at the same time.
Got it.
So I do have a PS4. It's sitting back there behind me.
Cool.
I'm pointing
I'm
at
on
it
Nintendo.
on this audio medium.
I'm on Nintendo all day. What you think about that?
I mean, yeah, man. If that works for you, man.
I had a PSP once, but it kept on was stuck. So I tried to play GTA, and the person just kept running around in mini circles. And I found out how to get into the car, but it kept driving off like the cliff.
Yeah. Speaking of video games, I tried to play Mario Party 1 on the Nintendo Switch Online.
Woo, brutal.
It was rough, man.
The game is brutal, unforgiving.
There's no practice. You can't practice.
No practicing
so you can't,
allowed.
it's like you're playing derby carts. Like, okay.
No making perfect.
Okay, great. So I'm going to press forward on the joystick, press back, and derby cars.
It probably was derpy cars for you.
Might have been. It felt like it was derpy cars. Yeah. And we're playing the computer on normal and just getting thrashed, just repeatedly thrashed. Although the map we were playing was really cool. We were playing the Baba map, and it was really cool.
Man, how do we get Nintendo to make more maps for Mario Party Superstars for the Nintendo Switch? DLC. I wonder if this game is as popular as it is with me and the people I know. It's like it's a great game. I want more maps.
Well, it kind of feels like they could do the same thing they've done with Mario Kart 8, which has been out for like a decade now. And it's like, yeah, if you just keep adding more content, people will keep buying it. So
Right. And I don't see, I don't see any obvious way to improve this version of Mario Party. Like it plays well, the gameplay's dope.
Yep.
Just give us some more maps.
Yep, online works well. We've never had the four of us have played online, never had any issues with latency or dropping or that was, that would ruin anything. So
yeah, I've played with people with crappy internet connections, and occasionally there's like a little blip during a mini game. But we're not, playing Mario Party 1 in our college house in the basement angry. So there's not a lot of hurt feelings going on. Although I was angry at Crystal the other day for stealing my star. So how was your, it's Sunday, everybody. How was your Saturday?
My Saturday was great. I, normal, went on a run. Jen and I went out last night to actually 3 friends who are all moving away. They're all, when you live in the DC area, you have a lot of transients, so folks that were here, one's in the Navy and one's in the Air Force. So they were here for a few years and are now going on to new places. But we were out last night, had some Indian food, went to a bar, had a lot of fun. It was great.
Nice.
What about you? How was your Saturday?
Oh, good. It was, we celebrated my last day of work for the week and tried out an Irish bar for dinner. And, who knows if it's going to work out. The food was great. Oh, and I saw a woman sitting at the bar reading The Sandman.
Did you tell her about our podcast?
And I was like, and everybody at the bar kind of knew each other. They were all being friendly and everybody was nice. It was really nice, actually. Everybody was really cool. So I walked up to her with The Sandman unlocked, written on a napkin.
Yeah.
And she was kind of nervous when I first approached her. But I was like, hey, not to be like nerdy, but I saw you reading The Sandman, and I have a Sandman podcast. That's all. I just want to, in case you're interested, we have a theologian and somebody with multiple degrees in literature focusing on comic books that are on the show. I produce it. Thought you might be interested.
Right.
Not, I'm trying to be like, I'm not hitting on you. It's all good.
Yeah, that's it. There's my girlfriend right there. I'm
exactly. And as soon as she realized that I was not hitting on her, she was like, oh, that's cool. And then the bartender came over and was like, do you need an editor? And I was like, you edit podcast? I wish that I did, because I know what it's like to look for podcast editing jobs, because I'm looking for podcast editing jobs. So we ended up chopping it up a little, and it seems like she's going to check it out, and he's going to check out our podcast just to see what we do. Amazing. He's getting into it. It's fun.
That's
really
cool.
Then we went to our favorite karaoke spot. Got in first and went home.
Nice.
Getting in the first couple songs, get out of there.
And you've been, your sleep schedule's a bit different. You've been sleeping different. You've been dreaming more, I heard.
Oh, dude. I slept for 12 hours the other night because I had shifted my schedule and I was losing sleep, and I just fell asleep at 9 p.m., woke up at 9 a.m., and had some crazy dreams. So I was talking to the karaoke DJ last night who had a wacky dream about lucid dreaming. And I know for those of you who haven't listened to this season yet, I'm a dreamer. Ben doesn't really remember his dreams. I my whole life have been trying to unlock how to control dreams. And it's totally possible. I think that my mom helped me with my dreaming because she would, as Ben has said before, ask me about my dreams every morning. And when you start thinking about your dreams in your waking life, then occasionally you can think about your waking life in your dreams. I suggest to anybody who wants to lucid dream, keep a dream journal, write it down. Don't sleep with your phone next to you. Sleep with your phone in the next room. And when you wake up, write down anything that you remember from your dream, or just say it out loud. Just talk about it. It makes a huge difference. And before you know it, you can start, some of my tells and my dreams there are a lot of Mega Man video games.
Oh, all right.
Whether I'm at Kmart or in the basement digging through a box, just tons and dozens of Mega Man video games or Godzilla toys. I'm like, this isn't normal. Or if I'm running on all fours like an ape.
Okay.
And then from there, it either gets really bright and I start to wake up, or I can go as far as changing my facial features or flying, zooming around.
Very cool.
Having a lot of fun. Yeah. So if anybody wants some advice on how to lucid dream, I'm your guy.
Or if you lucid dream, come into
Or
Discord.
if you lucid dream and
Hang
want to
out with
talk
us.
about it. Yeah, because there's, a lot of people don't want to hear about other people's dreams. There's it's boring for a lot of people to hear about other people's dreams. I find it very fascinating. What one of my mentors in college, Rob Leonard of Shanana, said, people find your dreams interesting if they're in them. Otherwise, don't talk to people about your dreams.
That's pretty good advice. It's pretty
good advice. But you can talk to me about your dreams all day if you'd like. A lot of fun stuff to do while you're sleeping with your brain. I actually overdid it for a while there. I wrote like a quarter of a rap album in my sleep. I would set a timer to go off and play the beats for this album I was trying to write while I was sleeping, and then I could hear them in my dream. And
very cool.
the hardest part is, you ever try to read in your dream or type in your dream?
Absolutely not, but sure.
And it's difficult. A lot of people have trouble with it. So I realized I'd have to remember it and wake up and write it down. And I got too lucid dreamy and was exhausted because your brain needs that, actual sleep.
Yeah.
And so I said to our stepmom, I said, Deb, I'm gonna stop lucid dreaming. It's driving me crazy. And I did. A lot of it's just willpower. And there's and I'm talking about this stuff because there's some weird dream stuff going on in Koholint Island.
There definitely is some weird dream stuff going on. We got the windfish. He's sleeping. He's dreaming. There's a dream shrine. There's just a lot of non-subtle dreaming being
very
talked
non-subtle dreaming stuff going on. And we won't get into all of it yet because the plot opens up further and we learn more and more about this island. But we got some nightmares to face. So why don't we get into some gameplay?
Yeah, let's hop right in. See you on the other side. In case you haven't been following along, we've beaten the first 3 dungeons, and we just ended last episode with the color dungeon.
We just got in. We talked to the skeletons at the door. Let's do this.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hyrule Podcasters.
Goopy is in the color dungeon and walks past the 2 skeletons doing a dance into the first room. Now we have these interesting moving tiles in here. Some of them are red, some of them are green, and these goopy monsters appear and raise up their hands.
Okay.
And Ben slices them, picks up some pots. The door opened when he killed all 3 of them. These enemies
We're looking for hearts right now.
are called...
hearts.
We're looking for hearts because Ben only has 2 hearts. What is he doing in the dungeon with only 2 hearts? Only time will tell.
Oh, that's a cool puzzle.
Next.
So there were 4 eyeballs. 2 were blue, 2 were red, diagonally from each other. And when you slice them, they changed colors from blue to red or red to blue. And you had to get them all to be the same color, it looked like.
Ben, your sound is kind of blown out. I don't know what that's about.
Is that any better with the sounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better?
It's good. So we got the compass. Now we can see where the chests and nightmare are hidden. This compass has a new feature. A tone will tell you if a key is hidden in a room when you enter. There's an owl statue in this room. So now we're in this room and there's a bunch of green tiles. These aren't shifting though. And there's a bone putter flying around. That's like a... how do you describe this? It is a skeleton-looking thing that has wings, and then Ben sliced it down, and now it's hopping. And when we hop on these tiles, they change color. And if you hop on them too many times, they disappear entirely.
Huh.
Ben has 1 heart, or a half a heart. I can't really tell which it is. So Ben is hopping along. He bounces off the tiles when he jumps on them, and he continues on to the right to find yet another new enemy called the Karakoro. They are kind of like little guys with 2 shields on either side of them. One of them's red, one of them's green, and when you slice them, they turn into a ball. And Ben sliced one, and put it in its proper color hole. And he slices the other and puts it in its proper color hole. Bang! We got a treasure chest.
You found the stone beak. Let's find the owl statue that belongs to it.
I like that the owl statue belongs to it and not the other way around. Have I said that yet? So Ben's going back to the owl statue that he found.
Here is your clue.
And it says,
make all the red blue. Okay, well, we did that one.
It's rhyming. So he's jumping through this room hoping to not die because he doesn't have very much health left. So now we come into another room with the moving tiles. These enemies are called camo goblins, and they have killed Benjamin.
Oh, but I started with more hearts
Goopy
now.
Starts with more hearts. So these things emerge from the ground, these camo goblins. And like I said, they show up and they lift up their hands like they're at a rap concert. And it's tough because they can hurt you before you can hurt them.
That was kind of annoying.
When they're in the floor, you can't slice them, but they can hurt you. And that's what got Ben last time. So we'll see if he does any better avoiding their attacks this time around. So we're in the room where Ben died, and he successfully evaded them this time. There are 2 green ones at the bottom, and Ben slices one of them. He's picking up pots hoping to find hearts. He hasn't found a single heart. And we also need a switch because all the doors are closed. Oh, he's killed all the enemies and the door open. A very common
And we're getting
thing.
a lot of magic powder, which they told us we needed in this dungeon.
Mm-hmm. So now the bone putters, remember they had wings in the last room. They don't have wings in this room. But we got a small key.
And
there are these tiles that we bounce on. We go through a one-way door, and we're back into the room the first time that we met the bone putter. We have a key, so we're going to proceed north through the locked door.
What a greedy fool. You want more power? A buffoon like you might as well give up and go home.
Oh, geez.
So the stone hinox is what it's called. It pounds the ground, and then stones fall from the ceiling. Ben equipped the roc's feathers so that he could jump over the spikes and also jump when the hinox jumps to make the floor shake. It looks like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. And it is just relentlessly hopping, which causes these boulders to fall. And
wow, I can't time my jumps very well.
No, Ben's not doing a great job of timing the jumps. They linger, these earthquakes that the hinox causes when it lands. And Ben's just getting his butt kicked. He has 2 hearts left. He's hit this thing like 5 times.
It's been a lot.
7 times. There you go.
That guy was actually
Hopefully
really hard.
Hopefully it gives you a fairy. Yeah. Gotta like a hard mini-boss. Gets a fairy, full health. Hinox dead. Everybody's happy about it. You better get these bone putters before they destroy all the tiles. Then you won't have any tiles left to jump on.
We managed to do it. So I'm getting my power bracelet back out here.
Because remember, you have to equip the power bracelet in this game. If you're carrying a pot, apparently, you don't jump on the tiles. Yeah? Is that what you just discovered?
Yep.
That's pretty
what's
cool.
up, Leo? What's up, Simon? Thanks for joining us. How you all doing?
Hi, Leo. Hi, Simon. We're streaming on Twitch live right now.
Leo, should we go left or should we go up? Which way should we go? Should we go left or should we go up?
Let us know, Leo. Waiting for Leo's response here on the Hyrule Podcasters. I'd like to wish everybody here a happy new year.
Yes, January 1st.
We were recording on January 1st. We're streaming on Twitch for like the first time.
Since like I think our inaugural party.
True. Remember going to Obama's inauguration? We're going left. Here we go. And so Ben has a new puzzle. There's these... Make all the red blue. There's these odd statues that you have to slice. And when you slice them, it changes not only their color, but the color of some of the statues around them.
Are you good at things like this?
And I am not. I just kind of slice until it happens. Are you good at things like this? So it appears that when you slice the one in the upper left-hand corner, it also changes the 2 statues next to it. It appears that when you slice the one on the bottom, it changes the 2 on the corner. So I feel like The idea is, it likes to Ben's just charging up and slicing randomly. Who knows what's going on? While you slice these, Ben, do you believe that there is a deeper meaning to be found in dreams, since we are here on this island where there are nightmares and dreams?
I don't. Let me
think?
push that right back over to you, Patrick.
So, many people in the history of humanity have strove to find meaning in their dreams. I subscribe to a pretty basic psychological interpretation of dreams, kind of founded by Freud.
There we go.
No, you have to make them all blue. You made them all red. Remember, it rhymes with clue.
Right. Okay.
It's blue. And that is that our dreams are kind of our id exercising. No, you should have go back and hit the upper right-hand corner. Now go down and hit, no, up. Hit the one on the right in the middle. Ah, that didn't work. Now hit the one on the bottom in the right. That didn't work. Now hit the middle. Now only hit the red ones. Dreams are our id trying to sort through some things that our conscious mind doesn't want to approach. I don't believe like teeth falling out means that you're gonna get a new car or whatever. I don't believe that it's like a blanket like that. Although teeth falling out dreams are very stressful and probably have something to do with some stress. So Ben is just having a heck of a time trying to get this puzzle. Don't hit I think the trick is, Ben, you don't want to hit the one that you want to change.
Sure.
You want to hit the ones that are next to the ones that you want to change. Ben's really struggling here. So Freud's interpretation of dreams, basically what happens is you write down a bunch of symbols from your dreams, and then he fires them back at you, and you do some automatic response. So Ben, if you have some dreams over the course of this series, you should write them down, and then we can interpret them together. And maybe we'll find out your deepest, darkest desires. Ben is not getting any better at this puzzle as he continues to try to do it. Thanks to everybody here with us on Twitch. I don't actually have that screen pulled up, so I don't know if anybody's here or not. Ben is not really varying up his methods here. He's just kind of blindly striking these statues to try to make them change colors. So, we're going to save and quit, apparently.
All right, we're starting fresh with
the puzzle's not going to be any easier.
Yes, it is, because you're going to pull up a guide and you're going to walk me through how to do it.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Although the guide... boy. Okay, here we go. Compass and rupees. Shouts out to ZeldaDungeon.net for having great content and wonderful walkthroughs here that we use on the Hyrule Podcasters. I'm looking at this dungeon. It's not really...
All right.
I'm not to the point where I've found out how to do this. Stone beak from a bone. Putter. Do you think it's putter or putter?
I don't know.
Putter. Okay. I'm not finding a guide on how to slice these things. It looks like the guide on ZeldaDungeon.net skips this room or something. Or at least doesn't have pictures.
Got it. Well, let's see what we can find on the internets.
I wish I could just take the controller from you, but we're recording remote, so we cannot.
All right, you're only going to hit the balls that were originally red. Hit the top center.
Here we go, hitting the top center.
The middle left.
The middle left, Ben's gonna get it.
The middle right.
The middle right.
And the bottom middle. There we go.
Sometimes you gotta save and quit and look it up online.
Okay,
so there's some slimes in this room with some tiles, and there's a door with a keyhole. Ben's gonna pick up the pots, hoping to find a heart. He got a heart!
But there are
That's great
also
news.
4 tiles in this room. Oh, there was a fairy under there. But they don't... Like, when you walk over them, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
But it seems like something should happen.
Correct. We have the compass that didn't make a key sound when we entered.
Yeah. Okay, well...
And thankfully, we don't have to solve this puzzle again. I mean, now we know how to solve the puzzle. So again, we are in the Color Dungeon. This dungeon was added specifically for the Link's Awakening DX version for the Game Boy Color. So, this might answer some of your questions of why we decided to play this version of the game. Ben got his favorite thing, a Guardian Acorn, which reduces the damage we take by half. Do you know what the prize at the end of this dungeon is?
No. I never played this all the way through, so...
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
You've never played the DX version all the way through.
Right.
We got him out.
So we got the map, which is like strangely in the way of the door. Isn't that
Yeah,
odd?
it is.
Okay, so we're back in another room with holes, and this time we have 2 green ball boys, a blue ball boy, and a red ball boy. This is our first time seeing the blue. Ben put the green in the blue hole. And basically, you slice them, they turn into balls, and then you put them in the hole they belong in. So here we go. We slice. All of them are sliced. The blue is in the doorway. Ben can't get to it.
Come on
The
over
Guardian
here. Come on over
Acorn
here.
music is obnoxious. We slice the green, and we slice the green. There we go, and it's in the hole. Blue's in the hole, and we are rewarded with a key. How exciting.
All right, so there was a key door back here that we couldn't get in earlier, so we're going to hop over there.
You know, I miss the music. The Guardian Acorn music has ruined everything. So here we are in the room that leads to the Nightmare's lair. So we see the door with the Nightmare key. And we also found a switch. Ben decided to not hit the switch.
Well, I hit the switch and then I unhit the switch.
Right, he unhit the switch, which is a questionable choice if you ask me. Backtracking here, we're gonna go find a door with a keyhole maybe. Ben goes to the beginning of the dungeon and goes outside.
Oh, no.
And now he has to reset the tombs. And now he has to leave the screen because you have to do this in a correct order. And he is going to pause the game because he does not recall how to enter it. So we move the bottom. I got it, Ben.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to move the bottom middle gravestone down first. And then the bottom left gravestone left. And then the top left gravestone up. And then the top middle gravestone right. And then the top right gravestone up. All while avoiding the boos that stick their tongue out. We're back in the dungeon, and we get this original dungeon music from the first
That was the reason we left, as always. So.
Zelda that's been remixed. And if you're listening to this game music on some decent headphones, you'll see there's some bass in there. It's got some good low end. It's a good remix. It's not like a remix. It's like a remix.
Oh, okay.
You know, mixed
Yeah,
again. Ben's hopping through the thing. He approaches another
Make all the red blue.
screen that is asking him to change the statue's blue.
All right, that was much easier.
Knocks it out of the park this time. It was much easier. I got a question for you, Ben.
Yeah.
If you've had a glass of water sitting around for a day, will you dump it or will you drink it?
I'd
thirsty.
drink it.
All right, here we go. We'll see if this kills
Oh.
me. It's all your fault if it does.
Boo! I am no weakling. Your pitiful sword is no match for me.
Wow, so we have a giant
Oh.
buzz blob here.
Oh. So we equipped a magic powder.
And it starts hopping. This buzz blob is a big blobby thing with little cute legs that zaps you. But what you do is you sprinkle it with some magic powder, and then its legs go away, and it doesn't zap,
that
and
guy
you
was
can
really easy.
slice it. Ben sliced that guy. Giant buzz blob didn't stand a chance. So you recall when we sprinkle the buzz blobs out in the wild, the normal size ones, with magic powder, they get glasses and say weird stuff.
Weird stuff. Ah, the nightmare key!
So the giant buzz blob also appears in Triforce Heroes.
I never played Triforce Heroes. You played Triforce Heroes?
I've never played Triforce Heroes. That's a game that we'll play together. For everybody watching us on Twitch or who subscribe to our Patreon, who gets a recorded feed of this generally otherwise audio only Let's Play, I am holding a microphone that's not plugged into anything, pretending like it's a microphone. So Ben is now going back through the dungeon. He's gonna go back to the Nightmare Lair because it's the only room we haven't been to yet. Does it confuse you when people say the word Ben, like B-E-N? Do you think everybody's talking to you? You're just like, whoa!
Context.
talking to me.
Context clues.
Ben is bombing a wall because he noticed that there's a room we haven't been into. Do you know what's in this room? It's really exciting.
Oh!
So many green rupees! And they're shiny.
Oh, these are all fivers, too.
And we're gonna buy that bow and arrow in no time.
So we're 300 rupes away.
641. So now Ben's going to go to the Nightmare Room. Here we go, slicing and dicing our way. Ben seems to fall through the pit every time he's in this room.
Very true.
And he picks up a pot and he hits a switch. Sometimes you walk over the switch and you don't hit it. You really have to stand on it. You gotta stand on it. And Ben slices up some slimes. Get that root before it disappears, bro. He went for the fairy. That was what he was after. Gotta catch that fairy. Ben slices the... That's the only thing that switch did.
Kind of weird.
Odd. So this is definitely just a mini dungeon.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a... Okay.
Blue is safe. Yellow is caution. Red is death.
Does it say death?
Blue, start over. Yellow is caution. Red is danger.
So this is the evil orb.
Blue,
It looks
start
like
over.
a crystal
Yellow is caution,
ball
red is danger.
on top of like a crustacean, basically. Almost like a reverse. So, to defeat the evil orb, use Rock's Feather and slash it multiple times while you are still in the air. Just keep relentlessly jumping and slashing at him with your sword. That's what it says on the internet. Thank you, ZeldaDungeon.net. We're just winging it today. Oh,
Yellow is caution.
It looks like
Red is danger.
you were on the
Take your
floor.
time.
Once this color is turned to light
Got
red.
it.
Oh, cool. Well, he was going to start to summon green Stulphos,
Oh.
but we didn't get there.
Oh, we have a fairy.
Oh, now there's a fairy.
Welcome, Goopy. I admire you for coming this far. I will give you the power of color. If you want offense, choose red. If you want defense, choose blue. Which power do you want? Wow!
Isn't that cool? So we basically get a permanent Guardian Acorn or piece of triangle power. or whatever the other one is.
Do we get the music with it?
Unfortunately, no.
All right. Well, what do you think? Do you want to take less hits or do you want to hit harder?
I think that, the bosses aren't that hard. I'd rather go red so that we can just plow through the enemies with our sword.
All right. We chose red. Are you sure? Yes. Relax.
Nice.
Relax and close your eyes. Oh, wow.
I like
Our
your,
tunic changes. You've got red clothes. Your body is full of energy.
Fade to white. Just us and the fairy.
I will now take you out. Oh,
Where
wow.
are we going?
It gives you the...
Slicing and dicing.
Wow.
Right? So now when we hit the boos, they go flying across the screen.
Oh, look at that.
Is that...
Yeah.
What?
Totally.
Is that Beetle
It's
in the
Beetle.
graveyard? Wow, okay, Beetle. You got accessories for a red tunic or what?
Let's see what's going on. Well, we got the color dungeon, and that was kind of, we had been diverted that way, where originally we were looking for the desert.
Oh, right. Wow, good memory.
Thank you.
Do you have a good memory?
Yes. Actually, I have a phenomenal memory, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have an okay memory. I can remember details of like events. You know, I can remember what people were wearing, what people said, what time everybody showed up.
Oh, the camera shop.
Oh, we're going to the camera shop. Let's see what this mouse wants. 9 shots left.
9 shots left. What kind of picture should I take?
I don't know, bro. It's up to you.
The Travels,
Travels
of
of
Goopy.
Goopy.
Do you want to look at your album? Of course.
So we're looking at our album. We're going to go see the pictures we took. There's us giving the peace sign in the camera shop that time. Oh, and there's us running from Bow Wow. That's cute. And there's us standing in front of the little castle with Richard.
All right, so we still have 9 pictures that need to be taken, so gotta work on
I will do it. I will do it 9 times.
Okay, so we think that the desert is to the... Oh, wow, those guys die in one hit now. We're pretty sure that the desert is to the south east. So we're going to head that way. We're also looking for a waterfall.
As Ben heads northeast.
We were told something was behind a waterfall, and so we're also looking for that.
Ben's slicing and dicing. He's getting the moblins, all the pig soldiers, all of them are dying with one hit. Things are just flying across the screen. Having the red tunic will make this game way more exciting.
So there's a cave with some fish above it.
Across the water, we are.
Oh, here's a waterfall. There's a
foot of the mountains.
Huh? A keyhole here. It says
What?
angler keyhole.
What? There's a keyhole?
Oh, there's one of these things.
Okay. So this is a boulder with a hole in it and some spinny magic, and we fall down it, and we zoom up into the sky, and we reemerge at the other warp
It teleports
point.
you. Very cool.
So we've teleported away from the foot of the mountain and shall now proceed east to try to find the desert.
Try to find the desert.
You know, it's what everybody's looking for.
The desert?
Yeah. I'm just saying stuff at this point. So, this is kind of fun. Simon sent me an article yesterday that's about, what are they called? Doubles or something like that. For example, the Sahara Desert. Sahara means desert.
Ah.
The desert desert.
Like naan bread and chai tea?
Yes, exactly. Naan bread, chai tea, perfect examples. Where you're basically saying the same thing twice.
All right, so there's
Not
a
to be confused
river.
with people that say the automatic ATM machine.
Oh, right.
So there's a river.
Fetch my sword from the river.
That's my Sean Connery imitation.
That's
Do you
pretty
like
good. That's pretty good.
Fetch my sword from the river.
All right, so
it?
we're
Ben's bouncing
looking for
around.
a way. All right, we got a sign for
Oh, there's an animal village
Ooh.
to the right. Ben finds a hole. He
Ow.
goes down it. He gets bit by a fish.
Ow.
He can dash through these stones. Ben gets bit by another fish. Ben takes a lot of damage.
I do. That's
Maybe we
why
should've
I thought
gotten
about going with the
the,
blue tunic, actually.
Blue tunic.
All right, we are
Ben's
in a
died
new section. We have
many
never been
times.
on this side.
That was exhilarating. I'm exhilarated.
There are buzz bobs everywhere.
Buzz blob. You forgot the L, bro. I'm so sorry for pointing that out to everybody at home. It seems that we cannot proceed south in the course Ben is taking because we cannot swim. Here we are. There's a sign. Ben reads it, and it
Welcome
says,
to the
"Welcome
Animal Village."
to the animal village."
Ooh. Say, on such a nice day, we need song from Marin.
I love the music in the animal village. We go into a house that has an indoor pool, and there's a bunny with 4 beds.
You're in a desert. There's a way to get there to the south, but you might not be able to get through if that lazy walrus is in the way. I bet the lazy walrus is going to be in the way.
I'm gonna guess. You didn't break any of that bunny's pots.
I'm sorry. I will go back in.
Ben's going back to break that bunny's pots. I really want the bow and arrow. So I'm asking Ben to break the pots.
Patrick, there is nothing in any of these pots.
How was I supposed to know that? Oh, crocodile/alligator.
Yeah, I am Shvula Denovich. The mermaid statue by the bay is my masterpiece. To tell you the truth, this work is not complete. The art, it's difficult for you to grasp, is it not?
So there's a
So he's standing
blue
by
hippo.
an easel,
Go away.
and the blue hippo, it doesn't want us around. You know, some people don't like to be around when they're being painted. I respect
Totally. All right.
that. Bam, bam.
Hey, did you know Animal Village and Mabe Village are sister cities? Yes, even though they aren't large enough to be called cities. Anyway, I heard from a very good source that they have a dream shrine in Mabe and that it has something good inside. Is that true? It is. We found the
Okay.
rupees.
But we can go back now that we have the boots and we can make our way through the whole thing. Okay, so now we are in a sheep's house. You don't know the proper etiquette when dealing with a lady, do you? You should have brought flowers or something. Then I might be more inclined to talk with you. Oh yes, in my case, hibiscus are best. So this sheep goat, what do you think? Sheep or goat? Nobody has anything in their pots around here, but they all have pools in their houses. And this goat has a pet bird that is not speaking to us. Like, how does an animal that talks have an animal that doesn't talk as a pet? It's kind of confusing. So that house seems to be empty. And now we're going to enter this house after talking to this rabbit.
I can't go to Mabe Village because of all the monsters. I hope Marin is all right. Oh.
Look at this bear with a pineapple and some pots in front of him. He's dressed like a chef. Holy ho! Hey, you! Is that possibly a honeycomb you have? I just ran out. Will you swap it for a pineapple?
Absolutely.
I like the way the
You
pineapple
exchange
looks.
honeycomb for pineapple. It's not as sweet, but it is delicious.
Hi ho! Yeah, I know. That tub of goo is asleep right now on the way in the Yarna Desert. Once he's asleep, he won't budge for a long time. But hey, take little Marin and wake him up with her song. Well, that slob would wake up with a jump if he heard her sing, for sure.
All right.
All right. So we know what to do. And Ben proceeds west, and then back, and then south. And ta-da!
Ah!
Another warp point. So we can just warp right back over
Excellent. All right, well, let's go get Marin.
to Mabe Village. Let's go get Marin.
All right, you wanted to go
I
back
feel
to
like-
the Dream Shrine, though, so let's do that real quick.
Oh yeah, because now we have the boots. So we're gonna take a nap in the Dream Shrine.
I thought I
bed.
beat this whole thing without using the boots, and I was like so surprised that I managed to do that.
Right. No, you just got the treasure.
Oh, there's more here.
Oh, dude. So last night, I wore a shirt that I got from out of Nana's closet.
Yeah.
Looked cool, you know, button up, pink shirt. I read the tag to see if I should iron it. It was it's 100% silk and hand painted.
Wow.
Dude, the gems that Nana had, incredible.
Oh,
So
there was
Ben
more.
busts through the block
Ah.
and finds the treasure chest.
Oh! You got the ocarina. You should learn to play many songs. No way.
Ben's very excited.
I had totally thought that we had completed that entire thing. I forgot there was that little snippet left. All right, then.
Very exciting. This is not the ocarina of time.
Oh, wait, where's
but it is.
Marin's not
an
here.
Ocarina nonetheless. Where is she?
Mary?
You know where she is?
She likes to go stare at the ocean all by herself. Why? Hey, I'm just a kid. Don't ask me. All right. So
All right.
we are going down to find Marin to get her to come wake up this stupid walrus. Oops.
I gotta close Twitter. I opened up Twitter to see if anybody was gonna Twitch with us, and there's somebody on here saying a slice of American cheese does not belong on a chicken sandwich. Now, while I stay out of chicken sandwich arguments, this guy started his tweet with, "I'm sorry, but," and I don't think he's sorry. But I don't think that when you say "I'm sorry, but," you're actually saying you're sorry. I think that you're saying that you're not sorry. Ben, you're ignoring the rupees that you're
sorry.
uncovering. See, now that is a true apology. As opposed to, "I'm sorry, but I don't care about rupees," which would be a lot like this guy talking about the chicken sandwich. So, Ben's making his way through the beach and finds
here she is.
Marin down here. "Oh, Goopy, I'm glad you found this place. Will you stay and talk to me for a while?"
Of course we will. Oh, we get a cutscene. There's some beautiful birds. The palm trees look great. The water is rolling in. We have our red tunic on.
"I wonder where these coconut trees come from. Terran says there's nothing beyond the sea, but I believe there must be something over there. When I discovered you, Goopy, my heart skipped a beat. I thought this person has come to give us a message."
And she looks over at us.
She looks at us. "If I was a seagull, I would fly as far as I could. I would fly far away places and sing for many people. If I wish the windfish, I wonder if my dream will come true." She looks at us again. We're a man of few words. "Hey, are you listening? Goopy, are you even listening to me?"
We're going to say yeah.
"I want to know everything about you. Huh? The walrus wants me to go to him. It doesn't matter. I will go with you to him."
And we lift her up
doesn't
above our
matter.
head. "You got Marin. Is this your big chance?"
This is great music here.
Oh, she can hustle. You see that?
Yeah, she's got some boots too. So now we're traveling around with Marin.
So our goal is to go back to the walrus and get him to wake up so we can go to the Yarna Desert. Because that's where we're told to
And
go.
I think that
Yeah.
I think that there's a photograph.
Hmm.
If you head to a small cliff overlooking the sea in the southeast. So go back to the beach. We're gonna get this photograph.
Okay.
Because I'd like to get all of them if we can. So I'm on ZeldaDungeon.net.
Shout out to Zelda
And it's telling us, shout out ZeldaDungeon.net. And if we head to a small cliff overlooking the sea in the southeast of the Toronbo Shores area, then maybe we'll get a little cutscene.
You said southeast.
Southeast. You're going west.
I'm going east.
You're going east. The small cliff overlooking the sea. So Ben's back down here and on the beach, doing beachy stuff, and he's heading west and not getting. How does this say southeast? It definitely wanted us to go here, I think. Yeah, here we go. So we get a cutscene. "This is my first walk with you, Goopy. This cliff will be our secret place. Aren't you going to say anything?" We're not going to say anything, apparently. We're just looking. "Oh, how I love pictures. Why don't you take a picture when no one is around? You can call it..."
Oh.
"I'll go develop this." Wait, what? "Come see it later, okay?" Am I being the mouse?
I think
or
you were being
Marin?
the mouse on accident. You were using Marin's voice for the mouse.
Interesting. Well, for all the haters at home, this is a really tough job. And we didn't see the photograph. That was a weird thing. Did you notice how we looked like Simpsons characters or something too?
I like the wind blowing in our hair, I have to say.
Nice touch. So we're back in the village. We're dashing through the village in a one-horse open sleigh. Do you think riding around in a one-horse open sleigh would be as fun as that song makes it sound?
I mean, in 1850, yeah, because like, what else are you gonna do?
Is that the year that song was written?
I don't know. I'm not producing this episode. You are, Mr. Researcher.
Hey, look, I got a lot going on over here.
All right, so we fall back through the hole, and Marin comes with us, and it takes us to the hole near the waterfall. But we want to go to the hole near the animal village.
Doing research. I'm doing research by drinking this old water, and I gotta say, I'm okay.
You heard it here
Still
first.
here.
All right, so we are walking around away from the village towards where the walrus is. There he is.
Blocking our way. Yes, it's that lazy walrus. Shall we give him a little surprise? Oh, here she goes singing. Dope song. The walrus is headbanging, hopping. He's surely awake now. Headbanging and hopping. And she's just singing along. We're just standing there. Oh! Wow! He certainly woke with a start and he hopped into the water.
Oh, one of the bunnies
and now
comes
here
over.
comes a bunny.
Huh? Oh, he's called. Oh, that's you.
Ho, he's calling me. It's the same as always. Ha ha ha. Goopy, I'm going to the animal village. Please drop by, okay? That's one of those instances where, like, the translation is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's the same as always.
Oh, wow. Those are some scary-looking statues there.
Those are some big... They're not statues, they're skulls.
Oh, they're skulls, yeah. All right, so we are in the Yarna Desert. Oh, we got some cacti.
Yeah, they look like the cacti from Mario. And Ben picks up the piece of power. They're triangles, so you'd think that they were Triforces. We're making our way through the desert. There's living cacti. There's plant cacti. Ben's bumping into stuff, taking hits. He's going along a ledge on the easternmost part of the screen, and he gets a secret seashell.
That's what we're hoping to see.
How many do we have now?
We have 12.
I make Ben count. See, there's Ben's good memory. What did you say? Excellent memory?
Yeah.
There's Ben's excellent
there's an
memory.
owl statue here. Hoot hoot! Sea bear's foam, sleep bear's dreams, both end in the same way. Crash! There's a cave here.
You know, despite Ben's great memory, he can't seem to remember that I can't seem to remember where the Zoom link is. So, here we go, slicing some bad boys, hopping out the hole.
All right. Nothing else
There's
in
a
there.
bunch of bones in here. A lot of people died here.
Yeah, definitely.
So, we exit. Ben slices up some baddies. And here we go. Annoyance. You are only getting in the way. We're in a room where this worm is popping out.
These
of
are like
the-
land molas or something like that. We saw them in the last game.
Yes. These are land molas. Let's see what they're actually called. So, this thing jumps up out of the sand, and we have to slice it, much like enemies that we've seen before. And Ben is doing a great job. He got it, no prob. And we're gonna get something, and it is.
You've got the angler key. Oh, and we fall down the quicksand. Oh, this is just where we were. Okay.
Yep. I think it's impossible not to.
Yeah, you'd have to kill him pretty
I don't
far
know.
away from the center of the quicksand. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow. All right.
So we have our next key. Do you know where to put it?
Oh.
Oh.
Hoot hoot! Hoot! The shape of the key shows a fish swimming up a cascade of water. Go now to the mountain waterfall. A leap from the top, and you will reach your goal. Hoot hoot!
Good job, Ben.
Thanks.
Can we go to the cave up north of directly north of here first? We might need another item to get what's in this cave. I can't remember, but Just really want to bomb this wall here. Really want to bomb a wall. Bang! Wall bombed. Yeah, we're gonna... let's try. So we're in a dungeon with a bunch of holes in the ground. Not sure we're gonna be able to get to where we're going. No, we can't get it yet.
All right.
There's a heart piece across a pit with a crackable rock. We're gonna need 2 items to get that. Ben's trying to go behind the house. Doesn't work.
Always good to check, though,
Always good to check. You never know.
All right, so I think we know where we need to take this key. There was a keyhole that we saw near that waterfall, and it was really close to the... Oh, here's Merritt.
She's singing for all the animals. Hey, that's a nice ocarina you have there. Will you accompany me as I sing? Oh, sure.
Oh.
Jamming. Wow.
Oh, an octave
Ooh,
lower.
look at us. Is that like our eyebrow?
Oh.
Or what's going on in
Maybe
the
it's just like our
animation
hair.
here? Yeah, I could never tell what this animation was. Kind of odd, right? I guess I can kind of see the ocarina. With the red tunic, it makes a little more sense. Or it makes a little
harder,
less sense. Yeah. Maybe if we didn't get the tunic yet. So, how do you like it? It's really touching, isn't it? Does it stick in your mind? Yes.
You've
Cool,
learned
we got our first song.
The Ballad of the Windfish. This song will always remain in your heart.
Nice. Please, don't ever forget this song. Or me.
All right.
Marin is very fond of us.
She does seem to be very
And we seem to just be uninterested in talking back. But we some people's love language isn't language at all. Oh, getting deep. So we're back here. We've warped back to where we think we're going to put this key, and we're standing in front of a waterfall, and we put the key in the hole.
Everything
and
starts
the whole
shaking.
Screen shakes.
Ah.
And the waterfall disappears, and it is revealed that a fish's face is in the side of the mountain. And we're going to enter that fish's face on the next episode of
Hyrule Podcasters.
Happy New Year!
Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Bye. Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of
Hyrule Podcasters.
Podcast of the Windfish.
An Odd Conduit Media production.
If you like what you're hearing and want to support us directly, you can head over to our Patreon page. We'd also love to see you in our Discord. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Hyrule Podcasters and on Twitter at Hyrule Podcaster.
As always, this episode was produced by Patrick, and we'd like to thank LT Headtrip for composing original music for the podcast, including our theme song.
If you want to play along, you can find Link's Awakening DX on Game Boy, Game Boy Color, or the 3DS via their virtual console. The Nintendo Switch High Definition Remake is also a great option to play along.
And be sure to rate and review us in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you happen to listen.
And action!
Wow, happy 2023, all of our... What? You looked confused.
Nothing. No,
I'm reading
good,
into
man.
Ben's
Keep rocking and
micro
rolling.
expressions because I've been watching that show with Tim Roth where it's like, I can tell by your micro expression that you're lying. And then he like breaks the vase. All right. Anyway, let's do this. Happy 2023 to all of our... I got this. I've done this a million times. Happy 2023 to all of our colorful, wonderful, expressionary... All right.
Pat's like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna deviate from the script. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
That's
Let's
always
do this.
That's
We
always the
got
best.
this. We
intros.
got this.
All right. Here we go. We're going.
Happy 2023 to all of you.
Odd Conduit Media.